Hello everyone, GM, welcome to the Changelog. I'm Nick from the Solana Foundation DevRel team, and today we've got Jacob here with me. How you doing, Jacob?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Let's dive into the Changelog. What's on the docket for today?
Yeah, so first thing on the docket today is using Turbine for duplicate block prevention. This is actually SIMD 71. This just came in. What this is doing is it's kind of using Turbine as a way to prevent duplicate blocks along with like Merkle shreds. What they kind of do, and you can read the full description of what the SIMD designs or puts out as a design, is they take 5 forks, they store them on the validators, and they use this to basically duke out and figure out which is the right fork that is correct. This is to help prevent a validator produces 2 blocks and tries to fork off the network in 2 different directions. This is to help prevent that and make sure that we don't have these issues with duplicate blocks in the future. But yeah, if you are interested in learning more about the SIMD, definitely check out the duplicate block prevention SIMD on the Solana Improvement Documents repository. The link will be in the description. Next up, we have our commit highlight, which is cargo registry service for deploying programs, which is really, really cool. Nick, you want to talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, this one's super cool. It's part of a lot of the efforts going on with Runtime V2, and basically the gist of this is it allows the Solana blockchain to effectively act like a Rust crate registry, just like Crates.io does if you're a Rust developer and you're used to that experience. So you'll be able to use the your local test validator and eventually DevNet, mainnet, so on and so forth, to actually publish your programs just using your normal cargo publish sort of CLI commands. And there's some configuration that you have to set up within your cargo toml and some of your other configuration you have to do. But yeah, this is super cool. This is just another type of thing that's going into the boost in developer experience that we're soon going to experience on Solana. It's going to be cool.
Yeah, from the looks of it, you're actually using your key pair as like your authority for publishing your packages, your crates onto Solana, which is really cool. Like to create like a package manager almost on Solana for programs. So you actually log in to your registry, which would be basically your RPC with your key pair, and then you can just use cargo publish to publish the crates. That's really, really cool to have.
Yeah, super cool.
The other commit that I see this week is there's actually a Rust upgrade. So we finally got upgraded to 173.0, which I believe is the latest version as of the 5th of this month. So that's the 5th of October. So this brings up a whole lot of new changes. Previously, I think we were at 1.64, which is really old. And if you remember, or if you've run into these issues where you run into dependency issues or Rust, hey, you have Rust version here on your local, but actually it should be this version. This should help solve this, or at least get us up to date and for the future.
Paying down a little bit of tech debt, always good.
Yes, definitely. So look forward to this being released. It should be, I believe, in the 1.7. Yeah, it's in the 1.7 release, which already has been tagged.
1.17.
1.17. Thank you. It will be in the 1.17 release, which has already been tagged. You can use it and download the CLI, and you'll come with Rust 1.73.0. Next up, we have a couple resources and a couple highlights that we want to give out. So Acheron has recently helped push out Anchor programs getting a lot more efficient. So what that means is actually the binary size itself dropped dramatically, roughly about 33%. This is because instead of cloning each account, they're now using references. So your program binary is now 33% smaller compared to last release in Anchor. This actually, there was something that was brought up is like, hey, does this affect how compute units are used? And actually, yes, but it also goes down. So both compute unit usage as well as the program binary size is smaller. So you can deploy with using less SOL, and you can make your transactions do more with the new version of Anchor that's coming out.
Yeah, it's super cool. Like these types of things are some of the things like my favorite things to see as a developer in the ecosystem. Like cost reductions, speed improvements are always great. I love them.
Yeah, we're continuing to improve the developer experience bit by bit, and while it seems, while when you're going through each part, very small changes, this one's actually a big change overall. Like it's actually a very large improvement.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of big improvements and big changes, Web3.js, like this is a perfect segue here. Andy actually just released a video of one of the first videos that I've actually seen about anyone using the new version of Web3.js. Currently, it's the experimental branch, soon to be release candidate ready. Shout out to Stephen Lucier and his Breakpoint talk, Breakpoint coming up. And yeah, it's if you're interested in how the new Web3.js kind of works, and it's a big shift. There's going to be a lot of changes that happen with it, but it's so much better, more efficient, smaller bundle sizes, the works. It's going to be really great once adoption happens for it.
Yeah, I think the bundle size is like something a tenth of the size of the previous Web3.js, which is
Yeah, it's
dramatic.
significantly smaller.
I
Fully
think it
tree
only
shakeable,
uses,
driven by TypeScript. It's awesome.
yeah, it's crazy. I think it only uses 8 different dependencies, which
Mm-hmm.
is crazy. But yeah, another great developer experience improvement. Definitely check out Stephen Lucier's talk at Breakpoint on it. But that's all we have today for the changelog. Thank y'all for joining us, and we will see you next week.
Bye bye.